Hello everybody, this is Burgback coming to you with another Starcraft 2 commentary. And in this matchup we have Silver spawning as the blue Terran, and his opponent will be IdrA spawning as the green Zerg. And this of course being on Metalopolis. We saw a little split up here between the Terran Silver's SCVs going here. He took 3 down here and 3 down here. I'm not sure if that's really a benefit or not. And we do see IdrA sending out his Overlord into the top right corner of the screen to see if Silver has spawned here, which of course he hasn't. But it is a classic move by any Zerg player to go across the map really quick with an Overlord to see if your opponent is there. And of course Silver, knowing this, decides to build a supply depot right here, because he knows that IdrA would be coming right across the map for him from that spot. So he'd be able to get an early shadow view of IdrA knowing what he has. We do see IdrA sending out another Overlord here down to the south, probably going to go start looking around. And we do see a Rax coming down from Silver, starting to block off this ramp here, and sending out another probe towards IdrA's base. Seeing that Overlord getting a little cautious there and decides to go up and have a look. We do see a spawning pool coming down for IdrA right now, and it looks like Silver coming down to this expansion here and just starting to do a little SCV dance for IdrA to see, of course, because IdrA is one that likes to early expand with another hatchery. We do see IdrA coming down here to scout. This Rax now getting done just a little too late here for IdrA to stop this from being made right away. And Silver coming back, and IdrA being able to get a full view of Silver's base. We now see a bunker being made here by Silver to help negate IdrA even more. IdrA not very happy with that and starts attacking that SCV. And that SCV trying to get done as much as possible here. That SCV down to 5 life now, and Silver decides to get out of there. It's been enough for that bunker. We do have some Zerglings spawning up here now, coming down to take this bunker out. Not fully up yet, but it's there long enough for IdrA to not get that early expansion and Silver to have a little bit more time on his hands. IdrA now sending out those 6 Zerglings to Silver's base, and Silver now having that full block off and moving that barracks over a little bit just so there's no way in here. Those Marines fully encased behind this wall, and that factory is coming down. We'll probably see some Hellions coming out here, especially with this early Zergling push here. And IdrA just kind of putting his Zerglings in a row here. Just kind of making his own little wall off, so to speak. Playing some leapfrog, maybe. Just waiting for this factory to get done. Building another factory down here in the back, up on the high ground, where IdrA cannot see it. IdrA getting a little brave here, going against that SCV, and two of IdrA's Zerglings getting taken out there. And we now have the Overlord's classic move by IdrA, getting 2 Overlords here, being able to sweep them in if need be. We do see those Zerglings pushing back a little bit, with that Hellion now up. And now coming in here, that Hellion taking a little bit of a chunk out of IdrA's Zerglings. We do see that hatchery coming down, the Queen ready to put larvae down here when it comes up. So I'll probably see that very shortly. And yep, there it is now. And IdrA now saturating this expansion with some drones. And IdrA now getting brave, having more SCVs here, and immense statue. But 2 Hellions out now, easily gonna... Ooh, look at that little charged Zergling. Oh, I love that look. Bringing out more Hellions now. Tech Lab coming down now with the pre-igniter, giving these Hellions even more of a boost. And a Tech Lab now coming down onto this factory. So now we'll either see some tanks or an armory now, maybe some Thors. Silver moving that racks out a little bit, knowing he's defended a lot more. He can open that up, able to have a little walkway here. IdrA sending a Zergling out to scout. Just sending out a suicideling, is what I like to call them. And yeah, those Hellions coming out of the woodwork and just taking it down. The only thing IdrA got to see was a little bit of a walkway here. But yeah, another Hellion coming out, a siege tank coming out now as well for Silver. We do see some spine crawlers here to help defend the front line for IdrA. And also a spire getting built for IdrA here. So we're going to probably see some heavy muta action maybe. And a smart move here by IdrA, sending a Zergling here so that he can see down this area and also up on this area, because if he gets attacked, he knows something is on the way. But yeah, these Hellions just hiding out behind the ramp. We do have another command center, so it looks like Silver wanting to get ready to expand down here. And just amassing some Zerglings here inside IdrA's expansion. That spire almost done. So we'll probably see some, yeah, look at that, 5 mutas already in production. And look at that, Thor is here. With more Thors in the making here. Another Hellion being made, but 2 Thors now on the ground. And it looks like Silver wanting to get up there. He has not seen these Thors yet. But we now have 9 mutas going to be out on the field here. So already sending them out here a little bit. And Silver now getting the look of the front line here. Taking out that creep. Making sure the tumors are out so it can help him a little bit here on the speed. Thor already down the half-life here, but getting repaired by a nice little SCV. And these mutas of IdrA is now getting sent out. Silver pulling back. And it looks like Silver just trying to go in, but there is a missile turret here to deter IdrA from going any farther, so he decides to take out a tech lab. Thor is almost done on this base. It's about to come out and start to rain. No, it does not rain terror, but we do have Silver taking out 2 of these spine crawlers. And these mutas amassing now and trying to go into Silver's base here. Silver now sending out his command center. Trying to take out that other tech lab. Trying to slow down these stores from being made. Of course, all he was doing was a siege tank. And this tech lab now is up again, trying to make and making more tanks as we go on. More mutas now coming in for IdrA. IdrA coming in from this point, taking out this one supply depot. Will supply block Silver, who is forced to drop down an upgraded supply depot. And creep colony now coming down the center line here. And these mutas just coming through. Evo chamber now also coming down for IdrA to start upgrading those units. But these stores pushing back IdrA. And just coming around into the front line. More Thor action to start taking out. And we did have 1 die in the air there, as we saw from that 1 kill. Of course, missile turrets going all around now for Silver. Again, a scout here, not really needed anymore, especially with this creep. But of course there is one needed up here. And as Hellions easily taking out that 1 lone Zergling. And here we go. It looks like Silver ready to push out and attack. Muta's now coming into IdrA's main base. Or into Silver's main base. And sending those Hellions around the back and sending a massive army in here. Taking that Queen out. Not yet, but in come all these things. All these Zerglings. Baneling Nest in the mix here. Just being made, just finishing. And these mutas coming in, trying to come in, but all these Zerglings taken out, all these stores with the splash damage in the air. IdrA not happy at all. Of course, no GG here, of course, from IdrA, and he leaves the game. Very good game 1 here between Silver and IdrA. sending those Hellions up here as well to probably take out this line before IdrA was so happy enough to quit out of the game. But very good game here. Good makeup for the Terran army here. IdrA just going mass Zergling and mass Hydras, or mass Mutas, and just not really doing well with that. Silver able to counter everything that IdrA had to offer. I mean, just these Thors, massive amount of Thors here, 3 or 4 Thors that were down here on the field, able to take out those air units easily with the splash damage, and having these tanks out here to help take out the ground with the Marines. Very good makeup. So we'll go ahead on to game 2 here.